they said to me, do you want to start doing some podcasts in person? Do you want your guests in person? And I said, I want them to Zoom in until everybody feels safe. Yes. But they're actually trying to encourage us to start moving around, Joey.
Well, I'm going to move into a different studio, and I'm going to have guests then,
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to Zoom it for a while.
Yeah.
This is out of my house now. So I don't want nobody coming over to the house. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no. This is good.
I don't want nobody coming over to the house.
Plus, what's good about this, you can get The Rock zooming in from Hawaii.
Yeah, it don't matter. It don't fucking matter.
This is good.
This is good and it's fun.
You watch the late night shows, they still zooming everybody in because
everybody's zooming in.
Right.
Vinny, and you said something at the beginning of this, and it was funny because it is true. I owe you money and I owe you friendship because
you don't owe me no money, and you are my friend, Joey. I don't talk to you enough. These kids going like this to me, Andrew. You got to go on Joey Diaz show. I said, Joey's my boy. Stop. I said, I love Joey. See, you know what we got to do? We got to talk somebody into doing something with me and you. Some kind of a funny show. Like we're brothers. We play brothers.
There's something there, Vinny. You're right.
It's something we play with brothers. We got to come up with something. Think about it. I mean, you're funny. I'm funny. I'm not as funny as you.
You're a funny guy. Funny how?
You're funny. And then, you do something like maybe, I don't know, we got to write something and then we film it. You got a little pilot. It'd be funny. Like something where like I'm a wise guy and then you come over to live with me or some shit. I don't want you in my house. Maybe you just got out of jail. I don't know. Something funny.
Can I just be Cuban and maybe you don't like Cubans?
No, you're my brother. You play Italian. You're not going to play Cuban. I want to do a wise guy thing with you.
Okay.
Well, you want to do Cuban? How can I have a Cuban brother?
I don't know. Maybe
then I got to be Cuban. Why do I got to be Cuban?
No, you could be Italian. You could be a fucking Italian. What I'm saying is,
half and half for all I care. Maybe that's why I don't like you. Maybe you're half Cuban.
This is what we'll do. Maybe brothers.
Your father's Andy Garcia from Godfather 3.
We're brothers, but we had a different father.
Yeah, that's it. Stop writing it. Do we have the same last name?
No.
We had the same mother, but not the same father.
And we met through that fucking DNA thing.
We met on a love connection.
No, on 23andMe. We met on 23andMe. They told me I had a brother.
That we had a brother?
Yeah, they told me that I had a brother, so it's you.
And he says he lives in Brooklyn, and all of a sudden you show up.
And all of a sudden I show up.
What am I doing? I'm running a nightclub? What am I doing?
You're doing whatever. I'm expecting for you to be playing maracas and shit, but I walk in and you're playing a card game. And I got to walk up to you and say, hey, Vinny, I'm your brother. Is Mildred your mom?
And I don't want to bother with you. Get out of here. Get rid of it.
And you're like, get the fuck out of here. My mother only had one husband. You didn't know that 20 years ago when your mother was 18.
Yeah, I don't want to mention somebody's name on your show, but I had somebody a friend of mine that's in that same situation. So that happened. It happened back in the day where if a wise guy had a gourmand on the side, it's like in The Godfather 3 with Sonny's kid, with Vincent.
Yep.
That was his gourmand on the side. That wasn't his wife. That's why Michael takes him in. He says, you're with us because he's family. But you can be like that. Look at this. We're writing our own sitcom.
Right here on the spot during a fucking Zoom during Uncle Joey's joint.
What do you want to call it? Give me a Cuban name.
Irregular brothers.
Now, how do you say brothers in Cuban?
Hermano.
That's the name of this show.
Los dos hermanos.
What is it? Dos what?
Hermanos with an H.
Dos.
Hermanos.
Wow. Joey, this is a good idea. And anybody listening to the show, pitch it, Joey.
We're pitching it. It's all over. That's it. We're done.
Just say, we want to put this together. We'll look at some investors. We want to shoot a pilot, and it's going to be. And I'm going to tell you something. They're looking for material like crazy, man.
Like crazy right now. They're looking for the next big fucking thing.
Movies coming out that I did 20 years ago that got lost and is showing up on television.
I've seen that too during the. Let me tell you something. Every night, Spider-Man 2 is on. Speaking of Grudge Match, it's been on every goddamn night on Stars.
Yeah.
And Taxi's been on every night because they're trying to blow up Queen Latifah. She was shooting The Equalizer in Newark.
Why don't you get on that?
I never got an audition.
Oh, you don't need an audition. Just call her up.
I haven't seen her in 15 years, Queen Latifah. I
saw Queen Latifah last year at the VMH Awards we did in Newark, New Jersey, where me and Drea and Jamie Lynn presented those kids from Jersey, the Jonas Brothers. We gave them an award. It was this good skit, and that's when I saw her. And she's nice. She's a good person, you know.
Maybe I'll say, oh no, she's very nice. I did a movie with her, and we talked all day about Jersey. She was great.
And she shoots in Newark.
Yeah, she shoots in Newark.
See, that's what's good. There's a lot of stuff coming, and I'm telling a lot of my up-and-coming actors, you don't want to go to California. You're going to stay right here. In fact, there was a project I auditioned for the other day, and they said, we are not looking at any actors from L.A. We just want New York-based actors, and that's good for us.
That is good for us.
They don't want to fly people in and deal with all that COVID stuff. I know what's going on.
No, I got an audition for California that I didn't want to read for, and I hated it because it was a mobster role.
And if you went, you got it, you would have had to go to California.
It was recurring to fucking boot, but it was California. It was like 5 or 6 episodes. I had to go back and forth, and I just wasn't in the mood to do it.
A lot of people don't want to do that no more. It's been crazy. It's really been crazy that as entertainers, we were the first to get hit economically. We were. And it's hard to get back. It's hard for comedians and actors and musicians to get back. And you got to be a little selective on how you get back because we don't want to get sick.
I'm happy that you did a fucking play during the pandemic, Vinny. Do you know what that's like?
Yeah, but we did it on Zoom. I'm going to send you the link next week.
I don't give a fuck if you did it on a playground. Just the fact that you did it.
Yeah.
Because I give you props. You picked up people's morale by doing this.
Yeah, well, what happened, and I love Maureen and Stevie VinCent. They're like my brothers and sisters. I met them on Sopranos. And I said to Maureen, I'm going nuts. We were talking just like me and you on Zoom. She said, we should do something. I said, you should do Streetcar Named Desire. She said, I did it years ago. I said, you should do it now. How? I said, on Zoom. I said, I'll put a cast together. And it started as an idea, Joey. And now we taped it. We taped it the way we're taping this. We taped it. We edited it. We got permission from the union. We got permission from the Tennessee Williams estate. And I went like this, holy shit, we pulled it off. And now I sit back, and now I'm working with Bobby Finaro on my next play that we're going to do on Zoom until the theaters open up. That's all.